We should be live now.
Lovely. And we already have all the drivers in as well.
Yeah, spot on. Saves us chatting, I guess, like normal people.
If only we had one more driver, though.
I wonder if there's ever been a commentator in the actual race. That'll be interesting. Shall I race and do commentating at the same time?
I mean, last season you were racing in Duncoms, didn't you?
That was last year.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Not last season, last year.
I think we're getting an early start since everyone's in. Just
yeah. Is it
from Zook.
Is the stream live? Not too sure.
You sure you logged in?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me go onto the channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No, yeah, we're live. I think the ping just hasn't popped up.
Yeah, I could clearly see because it's my handwriting. And I can hear myself loud and clear. Lovely.
Yeah. But we're getting an early start, which is actually helpful because it's a sprint weekend, which allows us to do it quicker. That's if Van Dongen wants to choose a car.
Yeah, that would be definitely ideal as we
now he has.
Yep, Ballboy saying hello, so we're definitely loud and clear. Hi, this is round. I've just put the title in and I forgot already. Round 9 of season 11 in Monza this evening, and I believe it's the first sprint race of the season or the second. I'm not quite sure.
The second and last.
The second and last sprint race of the season, and what a place to do it in the Italian Grand Prix itself, the King of Speed, and we're hoping there's going to be some very interesting battles going on with loads of DRS trains, I am sure. I am Michael F1 for this evening, commentating for F2, and alongside me is the Grumpy Chops himself, Posh Boy, with the okay, whatever you want, is Charlie himself. How are you doing, Charlie?
Well, I've been given a new nickname for some reason. For some reason, I get called Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No, you haven't really got a high-pitched voice like that, have you?
Okay, but you've seen my face. And you've seen my teeth, which are fucking massive, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, if anyone doesn't know what Charlie looks like, he looks like a big bowling ball in my eyes.
Well, no, ideally, everyone in the Discord should know, because I put a photo in this about a month or two ago, anyway.
Yeah, I think they regret seeing that picture. I think they would like to erase their memory of what you look like. Definitely so. But here we go. We're going straight into the qualifying, one-shot qualifying. And since, well, we haven't really got time to think about predictions, who's going to be your top 3?
Well, I for sure know it wouldn't be Ruben, Van Dongen, Mano, or Smalley, because, well, all those guys have qualified. Smalley, I think, for like the 3rd week in a row, isn't racing again. I think with Bobby improving on manual gearbox now, because I actually raced with him yesterday, he had pretty good pace. I think he'll manage a 3rd place in qualify. Then in 2nd, I reckon we'll get Mr. Football Nitro, the championship leader, if I'm correct. And then let's go with Bulow for pole.
Oh, that's interesting. I would say Arno for pole myself, followed by Bulow and Sen, for that matter, as we sit. Hello in the comments. Hello, sir. That's waiting 10 seconds to go for everyone to get their setups.
Just going to find out if we have any rain.
That'll be interesting. Going to sprints.
Last season, I believe.
Well, here we go. On board with football, starting in 11th on as it stands. But here we go. Let's see if we can stay on board with a pole man. and it looks like Arno is, well, he was leading, and I'm just going to wait for just a few seconds to see if the table will carry on. As you see, the bottom four retiring, because obviously he has to have a qualifying ban. Cassidy retired. Must have dropped it on the exit of turn 2. As Arno leads the way, followed by Football and Sano fighting for P2. And
Arno's round!
I literally just jumped off him as soon as you say that, as Tex Rexes go off the track there. I think he's still got his lap. Need to find out.
Nah, it's invalid.
Yeah, so he's going to...
they invalidate, they instantly get put to the bottom.
Oh, whoa! And so is Bulow as well. Yeah, he invalidated.
The barrier's gone.
Yes, Sano spun. They're all losing it in that little chicane there, but it's a Ferrari 1-2.
It's a Ferrari 1-2. Is Duke going to ruin it though?
Oh yes, he is in the Mercedes.
Going to 1-2. No, it's a 1-2 for Ferrari.
Oh, wow! Now this is gonna be a race to remember, I believe. I mean, I nearly got my predictions right. Arno was leading until he spun. But there you go. Yeah, straight away, qualifying already done and dusted with a Ferrari 1-2 in their own backyard.
Bad news for a few of the drivers. Di Jesse and Costoya don't have their setup.
Well, unfortunately, that is their own fault. Because I don't think we can restart just for one or two person, is it?
No.
So, unfortunately, you will have to live with that. But who knows? To us, we don't know what their weather's like, so it might help you in that way. But here we go. A 1-2 for Ferrari in Monza qualifying one shot. That was a totally different order, with Bauer, Sen, and Zig as your top 3, followed by Rackler, Football, the Alpine, which I'm pretty sure he's a reserve, isn't he? Followed by Ball Boy in 7th, and Bobby, Arno, and Edzak is your top 10, who the only ones that's actually completed a lap, despite Edzak's finishing 14 seconds behind. But that's going to be very interesting. See who's going to be clean throughout the field.
I don't know if Cassidy's not loaded. I think a few of the drivers might not have actually loaded their setups. So I don't know if Cassidy has either, actually.
Well, I think the timer did set off quite quickly, but between starting the timer and finishing is around 30 seconds, 20 seconds. So you should really have it by 3 clicks. So,
and unfortunately, there's no rain for this race again.
That doesn't mean it won't be interesting, because obviously we see some of the front runners, especially in the table, are down on the grid. So we might have a few nice little battles as Bureau's left the session.
To be fair, he has been having connection issues.
Well, hopefully he can join back in, because to reminder, he is the championship leader, I believe, going into this race.
Jesse's left, so obviously he's forgotten his setup. I'm not having a restart. Hang on. I'm not getting a restart, are we?
Well, while he's checking that, as we see the cars going through the formation lap. 9-lap race in this sprint race, just to remind you, so it won't be a quick stream of this race. As it's going to be a Ferrari 1-2 at the start of this race, followed by...
I wonder when was the last time we saw a Ferrari 1-2 here at Monza and FRL?
Probably not ever. Consistent-wise, anyway.
Yeah. Ball Boy will be happy for the Ferrari boys, I reckon. Obviously, 6 seasons with that team in FRL, believe it or not.
Yeah, he's a little Ferrari wonder boy, isn't he? But unfortunately, he's got to stick with the McLaren for now. Hopefully he gets his chance in a Ferrari next season, who knows. But he is down in 7th though, with Bobby behind him, and they're charging Arno behind him in the Red Bull, which he might be looking hungry to get his win, because I'm pretty sure he could have been on for the win last week, but he had a few technical difficulties with other drivers on track, and it looks like he's trying to make a move on the back straight, but luckily he managed to back it out.
What is your prediction here, actually, for the sprint race? What on earth was Leclerc doing there?
I think for this sprint race, I think it will still be a Ferrari 1-2 as it is right now. So I don't think there'll be any two mix-up with these guys, or maybe the Haas driver of football will get third.
I reckon Barra will definitely win the race, because he did win here last season, I believe, in Formula 3, I believe, actually. And obviously, I made a bad prediction when Hawk was actually commentating. When Barra came across the line, I thought he'd won the championship. I was wrong, he didn't. But yeah, Barra definitely for P1. Sen, I reckon, will just beat Football Nitro to the line for that P2. So yeah, Football Nitro P3.
Here we go, as Jesse has just joined in. Hopefully it won't lag the race.
Terrible camera angles.
Yeah, very terrible, but I don't see any red lights.
Oh, is it because... It might be because Jesse rejoined.
Yeah, possibly, which is just the worst thing that's happened.
Lags.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well.
I think, it might be Buelow, because obviously he did disconnect. Oh, Margaret. Oh, hang on.
Oh, but, whoa.
Okay, Buelow's left now. I think Zook left the session.
Okay, well, either way, the lights are on where we're going. Sen's got a really good start. Barrett is actually struggling. It's been caught out of the line, but it's still 1-2 at the minute. There's a Red Bull going on the grass down the inside. It's going to be clean down the turn one.
Oh, Football Nitro up in the P3. Zook's AI somehow still
It's free wide.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they're 3-1 behind.
Yeah, still 3 wide. Ball Boy had to back out from there. Ruben's going down the inside of all two of them. Is he going to get the move done on the outside? Yes, he is. He backs out. It's all Bobby.
Bobby's gone round.
Yep, so is Ball Boy. Looks like he collided with the Alpine driver, Tex Rex. And now I believe he's got damage behind. So he's probably going to have to make a pit stop. But what a start from the Ferraris. Sens leads the way, followed by his teammate. Still a second behind, but football as well. So a good start from him. He got past Rackler.
We could possibly be getting a restart. Not quite confirmed yet, but we possibly could be. Nilsano and Rackler and Michael Van Dongen have gone round.
On the exit, he dropped it on the exit here.
I do think, oh my goodness. I do think we need a restart, but I cannot decide that really, because I'm not an admin. So I'm not 100% sure. If anything, Mano is the one who should ideally decide, but obviously he is racing, so not quite sure.
Apparently, it's a restart according to the stream.
To the stream?
Yeah, but everyone keep on. Everyone keep on racing for now until get confirmation, but they need to do it sooner than later.
We need Mano to decide, because obviously he is one of the head of admins, but he's racing, so we're not quite going to know.
Apparently, Zook said it, but
he hasn't. He has not said it, Jesse. You're wrong. He said, "Should we restart?" Not that we are restarting. He was asking it if we should be.
Well, Zook, if you're watching, you need to make that call right now. If you want to have a restart. Well, at the minute, it's still a Ferrari 1-2 very comfortably.
Ahead.
I am talking to him. That's Jesse says. So I'm guessing we're restarting. But if you all want to restart, then you can leave the session. I'm just going to carry on with my job.
Right, thing. So we either keep on going, or we restart with the grid order from one-shot quali, or no restart, or redo one-shot quali. I would say restart with the grid that we have, because technically it's not the driver's fault. It's the driver's fault that they didn't get their setups in. So I'd say take the result from one-shot quali, then get this lobby going again. but James cannot decide either because he's currently commentating PSGL. So we need Mano to decide because he's the head admin. But he's racing, so he's racing up in P6 at the moment, and I doubt he's going to look at his phone and decide whether we restart.
Oh, and speaking of Mano, he contacted with Rackler.
Ford was that?
But Mano's teammates just slowed right down to let people through.
Hawk's typing, and obviously he is the owner now, so we'll find out from him. But we need that decision now because we're 3 laps in. That's a third of the race complete already, pretty much.
Yeah, that is pretty much. And obviously, if we do restart, and it will be a different result at the start of the race, there's going to be more words going on in the admin's box. So yeah, just keep us updated.
I would say restart, but with the one-shot quality grid.
Yeah, well, we need to wait for confirmation from the admin so we can actually...
Right, we are restarting. It is confirmed. I don't know if we're keeping the grid. I say keep the one-shot quality grid, though.
Okay, well, we'll have to see. But yeah, everyone retire. Whoever's watching the stream in F2, make sure you retire.
Yeah, Barra has retired. Everyone retire, because we will be restarting. Bobby's got... I think he just went through the chicane. I think he could... I don't blame him though, because it's getting restarted.
Well,
but,
Evil's...
oh my goodness! Okay.
I think someone got the message. But,
yeah, somebody definitely got the message.
Yeah, as invites are out, so make sure you join that.
So we are keeping the results from quali. I think that's fair though.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, they're setting up the lobby, and we're just commentating, so it's up to them what they want to do. As long as they get out the stream to watch it back on of any incidents. But yeah, we actually are restarting because of connection issues. Hopefully this will be the last one, as we see a lot of commotions behind.
Yeah, Costoy was complaining about no setup, yet he's in P4. Well, he's not anymore, obviously. But yeah, everyone leave, obviously. But when I show leaves the race, but yeah, always. But hopefully everyone can get in as quick as we can. I'm hoping we don't need to restart the game, obviously, because otherwise we'll have to restart the stream then, obviously, as well.
Well, hopefully not, because we do want to just try and get on with it as best as we can.
Yeah.
And if anyone else has connections issues into this race, then that's it. Because you can't keep restarting.
I'm going to fill in with F3 whilst we wait.
Yeah, you might as well keep us updated of what's going on with F3.
They were pretty much just a lap behind us, but VIP does lead the way, and to be honest, he has quite the gap actually, so he could possibly win the race, but Yori's only P5, and I'm pretty sure he might be leading the championship.
As T-Hawk wants an invite to the party.
Well, what?
Is going to be a third comms?
We could have a third comms, to be fair. I wouldn't mind that.
Well, he has pinged you. Hang on, let's go.
Me?
Yeah, he's pinged you. If you can get him on.
Party, and we may as well. Wait, I better ask Zook, because we have the room for it, because we don't have a 20th driver. I'm going to quickly just ask Zook if we should. But to be fair, Hawk is the owner. I would allow Hawk in, but I just want to guarantee that we allow him in before we jump straight into it. I'm the lobby host, if you didn't see. Why does he think I'm the lobby host? New rule, only one-shot quality drivers will drive. Wait, what? Okay, well now they're on about maybe not having the one-shot quality results. I say keep the one-shot quality results.
So they're just thinking about just going the one shot again. I
I
wouldn't.
say don't.
I wouldn't say it wouldn't be a problem because it's just a one shot and it's just less than 2 minutes, so it'll be done and dusted just like that.
Right, where's Mr. Falk? There he is. So I have a
Well,
third commentator for tonight. We
well,
haven't had that for a while, actually.
no. Last time I remember seeing 3 people in Commons box was in this race actually 2 years ago.
Oh, I wasn't even racing at the time.
No, it was a wet race. And here's
Oh,
the owner
God.
T-Hawk. How are you doing? Is he
If the
alive?
German wants to
Hello.
speak.
Good evening, Charlie. Good evening, Michael. Good evening, everybody watching.
Good evening.
It's been brought to my attention essentially we had some glitches, people not having setups and so on. We will restart the lobby. I think you're doing that right now, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And we will not repeat one-shot quality because then we're gonna get close to our 80-minute time limit that we try to keep with our streams.
Yeah.
We will not repeat the one-shot quality. We'll keep the results from the previous quality session, and then we will just pick up on the sprint race and then do the feature race.
Okay.
I think that is the fairest thing, all things considered, given that there are no points for qualifying, and the drivers will essentially have, 30, 35 laps in total to make up positions.
Will you be commentating with us?
Oh,
There is room. There is room for one more.
I mean,
We only have 19 drivers.
he's definitely thrilled to be a part of this at the minute, Mr.
Yeah.
T-Hawk.
I will stay in the lobby and watch in silence in case anything happens.
You'll
Okay,
watch in
fine.
silence.
In case there's any more BS going.
Why don't you go drive with them?
Because I'm already dying after 20 minutes of driving.
To be honest, he could be our Ted Kravitz down the pit wall, couldn't he? So to keep us updated from there, if he needs to. So we'll invite him into this.
I'm just gonna stay online for the duration of F3 and F2 just to make sure there's nothing happening.
It's fine. We've got 19 drivers back in the lobby.
Yeah, I saw 19 as well.
Yeah, so we should be all soon and bird. By the way,
And if anyone forgets their setups, just don't complain because you've had a second chance. So don't mess it up this time. And people are readying up. Mano may want to choose his car, and Hawk, you may want to get in the lobby quickly.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. I only spectate anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Going straight into the sprint race with a 1-2 with Ferrari at this moment of time. Yeah, just a reminder, make sure you've got your setups, especially with the people that have forgotten in the first time. If you forget this time, that's it. We're not restarting anymore. You're just going to have to live with it. And hopefully the weather will be the same. Hopefully they fix out because it did start out quite dry. But yeah, it'll be very interesting. And it theoretically, it was quite a clean start, apart from a few drivers just spinning here and there. But yeah, quite an interesting start. Hopefully the Ferrari will still keep the 1-2, despite having this restart.
I just realised Mano didn't pick his car. So if he's not in the right car, is that cool for another restart?
No, it's okay. We're just which car is he in right now?
He didn't pick any.
He was supposed to be in the Alpha Tauri.
Alpha, yeah.
And which car is he in right now?
He didn't pick one, so I'm guessing he's just gonna probably be back in his car anyway. But we have to look at wait and see.
And Hawkerson.
Yeah, after so many weeks, T-Hawk is finally in the comms box after.
I think it's in Alpha Tauri.
Right, that's very good.
He's in it.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously the countdown has started, so make sure everyone has got their setups in. Make sure you double check as well. It's only a few clicks to get a setup, so make sure you do that straight away and not forget it. If you forget it, then that is tough luck for you. But we've got clear blue skies in the distance, and Well, since you're part of the comms box for this race, Cass, I got my words mixed up. T-Hawk. What's your top 3 predictions? Obviously, you heard us in the stream. What's yours?
I did not hear you in the stream. I literally just tuned in for 2 minutes.
Right.
Given what I'm week director, I'm going to be completely unbiased and say the best line of it. Isn't that a nice answer?
Well, I have personally gone for the Arno for the win for the 9th, and followed by Bulow and Sen. That was my top 3 predictions.
Bobby had a bit of an issue off the start. Hang on, you can change, Michael. You had a different prediction before, I thought.
What's that?
I thought you had a different prediction when we were first doing this. I swear you didn't have Arno P1.
Well, we've restarted now, and now I've changed my mind. So that's my new top 3.
I'm keeping my top 3.
And that was
then Nitro.
Well, hopefully they will keep it clean off the start. Hopefully Ballboy will not hit over the back of Tex Rex like last time. Because obviously,
by the way, Bulow's on softs, and he's the only one on softs.
That's a good point. Need to get my tyres up. Yep, he is, but he is at the back of the grid as we see people getting disqualified. I'm guessing for hitting each other. Yep, heading into the last sector as someone else has gone wide. That was Jesse.
Yeah, I thought it was Haas. It was Jesse.
Yeah, but now it's the Ferraris are back in the pack up. Obviously, we've just seen.
Let's see if Sen can get that wonderful restart again.
Yeah, as his teammate didn't have a very good start, but now Evil Zook is now in play. So let's see what start he can do. He's really back in the field here. Hopefully no one get collided with each other.
Right. Bulow's going far too slow.
He did just have a spin.
That explains it, but he needs to pick up the pace a little bit.
Well, people have still been in the gap as Alfa Romeo.
Was that Jesse?
Yeah, I believe so. He did look like he reset the track, but I think that's fine going into the formation lap as he picks his grid slot.
Does Mano not realise that there is no collisions when you're going to the grid? Because he went around the cars. Anyways, though, the lights are on, 5 red lights.
And away we go.
On the Grand Prix. Barrett looks to have gotten a decent start, but not good enough again, because Sen is just a master at these restarts. Nitro has got a wonderful restart as well. He's already up in the P3, but he's late on the brakes. Somehow makes through chicane, but the 3 wide. Now Kinetic Force looking to take that podium position.
Well, Bulow's done a brilliant start from last place, already up to 16th already, just in one corner. Van Dongen and Cassie are fighting up ahead. And it looks like contact with the Aston Martin. Red Bull's gone over the chicane.
That Arno.
It's 3 wide for the bottom half of the top 10.
Bobby's crashed with Arno.
Yeah,
and that's a virtual safety car.
Yeah, he got tangled as well. Luckily, he's got no damage. Don't get stuck there, Bob. There you go. Oh, that was very lucky for him. He didn't get stuck. Otherwise, that would be game over for him. But not a good start for the McLaren boys. But yeah, look at Bulow from the back of the grid.
Yeah, Bulow.
Already into P10.
Terrible. Zook has had the terrible start. 3rd to 11th, and he has damage.
Yeah, he's got damage into the VSC as well, so he will get in the pits and out, but he will be in last place. But yeah, what a start, and it's still a 1-2 for the Ferraris, which is more important, but followed by the charging Haas of football. So it looks like it's going to be a very comfortable...
Bulow, hang on. Bulow spun!
He's got a 5-second penalty.
Bulow spun it. He's lost all those positions now. He's gone back down to 15th.
Yeah, I don't know. He must have dropped it on the last corner, which is weird because it's still a VSC, so he shouldn't really be pushing
Yeah.
at all. So don't know what's happened there, unless he's got tangled by someone. Who knows? But
I'm
we have to
sure we're
just.
about to get going. Ooh. Ferrari's almost made contact there. And
And away
they've got
we
going
go.
again.
And the the Haas driver is putting pressure on Borough already. No DRS at this minute. Doesn't activate until lap 3. But it looks like the Haas driver is putting pressure on the Ferrari driver.
Is the timing messed up for you again?
It is for the for P3 and 4, but it should restart when we go across the line.
Yeah. I can't be asked with this again.
Well, it's only
We've had
coming up.
this issue the last 3 weeks.
Well, it's coming up to the end of lap 2, and there's a gap. The field is pretty much spread out almost instantly, as Jesse and Evil Zook are fighting for P16. Goes around the outside, the nice clean move, doesn't bother fighting for it.
Texrex gonna try go for it again, but not quite.
Well, Arno is now looking pretty racing now, trying to hunt down the AlphaTauri.
Go for it.
And he's already made the move done. Yeah, I think he's just letting him through by the looks of it. But either way, it's P4 for him. Hunting down the Haas drivers and the Ferraris. Who looks pretty comfortable at this minute. He was very comfortable last week in Singapore.
I've noticed something with Arno. He's running very low wings. He's absolutely terrible in the corners. But Football Nitro was looking to make the move on Barra there, but backed out of it, thankfully, because otherwise they would have probably had a bit of an instant. But yeah, Arno's running very low wings because he was so much slower compared to Kinetic Forge going into the corners in Sector 2. And I think we've had a spin, and we have an Neil Sano.
Oh, and he's retired. Probably on the exit as well.
Yeah, the exit.
VSC by the looks of it, so there'll be no full safety car.
That's surprising, if I'm honest.
Yeah, pretty sure. Hopefully it won't be one of those glitches. There will be no safety cars at all. It will just be VSCs all the way. As Bulow comes in, so he's clearly not happy. So he must have had a big spun on that last VSC. That's just ruined his tyres. So I think he's going to put a new fresh set on. Just go for fastest lap, I guess, for pride. Which he should.
I think Texrex may have cut the chicane. He's picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, and he's lost a bit of time as well to Mano. And he's got Rackler right behind him. They're both Aston Martins. Having a good solid race in the points. Obviously Van Dungen started from the back of the grid with no qualifying. So he's had a good start at this stage. Already pretty much halfway through the sprint race, and looks promising for the race ahead, I believe. Especially with the Ferraris still holding a 1-2. And it looks like they've just pulled away from the Haas driver, unless Football has just backed off just momentarily.
Oh, and Ruben's got a drive-through penalty.
For speeding as well. So he's going to be at the back also. But it looks like Arno might be getting a move here. He's got DRS and overtake available. Football White is not going to try and defend. And it looks like
going into turn 1.
Yeah, and Ruben's got a 5-second penalty to add to his troubles going into the pits. So yeah, good move from Arno, nice clean one, and let's see if he can actually cut those Ferraris to score their 1-2 in their backyard. As Texrex has got past Mano, but he has got a 3-second penalty to his name, so at this minute he'll probably be in P9 as it stands, because the Aston Martins are still holding on. And I don't know if Mano's got a problem, because he's getting under pressure by the Aston Martins here, but hopefully he can hang on to T-Rex.
Sen's lost the DRS to his teammate. That could be crucial for Arno here, going into the final corner, because if Barrett's outside of that DRS of Sen, then they're going to lose that 1-2 position for sure. But you could tell that Arno's struggling in the corners because he lost a solid 5-6 tenths going through about 3 of those corners there. Barrett does barely keep DRS. I think Sen, I'm sure he'll play the team game here and keep him within that DRS because Sen was actually in this situation yesterday with me in another league.
Yeah, but he went too deep there into turn 1. It's going to compromise his exit. Now, is he going to let Burrow through? No, he's not. He's using overtake to get that gap again. But he is definitely playing the team game because it was over a second heading towards that last lap. And now he's dropped it as well. Sorry, but I don't know, but T-Rex is getting under pressure now by Mano. Mano has actually found some speed again. It's just he's put the fastest lap at this minute with a 21.5. And Mano's getting really punchy now all of a sudden. He was struggling only a few laps ago, and now he's on the back of T-Rex.
F3 had a bit of a chaotic start, I'm not going to lie.
Well,
if you look in the F2 channel, you'll see what happened. Arno's just a lot of battery.
Well, Mano has finally got past Tex, so it's quite an easy move here, and now it's Tex-Rex is actually losing some pace now. So, as Mano spawns on the exit. Oh, no. He dropped it too much on the power just to get that extra gap between Tex-Rex, and that's cost him now. He's still in the points.
Wait. Did Van Dongen have a spin as well? Because I swear he was ahead of Costoya, and now Rackler's up in the P5.
No, I don't think so, because obviously Rackler was behind Mano, and he's just got past Tex-Rex, because Tex-Rex was struggling, so I think that was just legit. So he's up to P5 now.
4-way battle for the lead.
Yeah, football's just lurking in the background, waiting for something to happen. And I think Arno is just hold his charged a little bit because of the dirty air. But I think Burrow needs Sen to push here if they want to secure this 1-2, because it looks like he might be faster at this stage. But if he's going to make this move, it needs to be done now. Yeah, I think he's hit the sausage curb and he's spun his car around and he's lost his front wing entirely.
Yeah.
So that's his podium done, and football's back up to P3.
Ooh. I was about to say, I see the Ferrari swapping positions. Now I definitely don't, because I saw Berra have a bit of a wiggle going into the final corner, actually. But I definitely reckon that Ferrari will stay in that 1-2 position for now. Just the other way around to what I thought would be.
As Cassidy retires.
As well, and so is Ruben. But it's too late for a safety car.
Yes, it is, as we are now on lap 8 out of 9 as Bulow joins again. Hopefully there won't be any connection issues coming into the actual race itself. But all of a sudden, football's on the back of Burrow now on this second to last lap here. So, but hopefully Burrow has got this covered with the amount of battery he has. But against
Arno stayed out without his front wing.
Okay, that's interesting. He's got 1.5 laps to trying to hold this position, but I mean, it is possible. I mean, because most of the corners around here, you haven't really got a lot of wind in your rear ring. Basically, you won't have any downforce, so you should get the car rotated nicely.
Mano. I think Mano might have to give that back. He went off the track, I think.
Well, we are heading into the last lap as Van Dungen is looking for the mark. He's going to get down the inside now. No, he's going to wait to the DRS. Hopefully he can get it down into turn 1 as Mano stuns again on the last corner.
Aww.
Just a virgin copy as well. And he's still hanging on, but no, he's out of the points thanks to his teammate of all people.
No, you don't get points in top 10, remember, it's a sprint race, top 8, Ballboy surprisingly. Actually, it could be Edzak here now. Bit of contact in turn 1, but Ballboy is hanging on to that 1 point for now. Who's gonna win the race though? Three-way battle fleet. I think Sen's gonna just about hold on to it. But Berra has got double the amount of battery than him, and he's also got DRS and slipstream to use, so it's gonna come down to the final corner, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he's not gonna overtake his teammate. I think he's gonna wait. He's gonna let him have this one. I think he's gonna use his overtake just to defend mostly, just to secure the 1-2 for Ferrari. But football is not having any of it. He's got no battery left, but he's going to give all what he can give, but it's not enough. Even Sen's flashing a little bit, but Berra has got it covered. And it's a 1-2 for the sprint race in Monza. And Sen takes it, followed by his teammate and football.
1, 2, 3 Ferrari powered cars.
Yeah, followed by Rackler and Tex Rex, who's still going to hold his position despite having that penalty.
Yeah.
And Arno as well.
I'm surprised Van Dongen didn't even catch Arno without the front wing.
Well, like I said, it's at very slow corners on this track.
Again, Mano again.
On the last corner as well.
Yeah.
His tyres must
He's
have been
not
really.
enjoying that corner.
Well, thankfully it is only a sprint race, so and the cars will have heavy fuel going into the main race, so you should have that corner nice and covered if you can. But what a disaster for Mercedes, as Evil Zook has done the same thing.
Yeah.
But Costa's got the fastest lap though with a 1 minute 20, so.
Well,
but yeah.
Fortunately, no points for fast lap in the sprint race.
Yeah, but yeah, what a shocking race from Mercedes. So hopefully they can jump back in the main race itself. As Buelow has got fastest lap despite him leaving the session.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but there you go. That's your top 10 as Sen takes it, followed by his teammate 1-2 for Ferrari with Berra alongside. Followed by Football, Rackler in P4, Tex Rex in P5, Arno, despite having no front wing, P6, Michael Van Ding in P7, Ballboy and Ed Sachs, and the Alpha Tauri driver. I still can't pronounce his name right, but that's your top 10 as it stands, as half the grid did not really finish at all. But hopefully
definitely.
Well, hopefully with Buelow joining back in, I will not screw up the main race. But yeah, that was actually an exciting sprint race, and hopefully, fingers crossed from us, it will still be a Ferrari 1-2 in their backyard, and to make the championship more tasty, as Sen is still in with a chance. So yeah, if he wins the main race, who knows what happens in the last few races to come. So, here we go. The main race itself, and it looks like it's going to be a wet race as it is.
Wait, hang on. I was told there was no rain. Is there an issue with the weather settings? Did Zook do the weather settings? Hang on a minute.
I mean, technically, due to the race not having been started yet, the weather would be in that case. Given that
That's going to
we
be
only did like one competitive lap and that being qualifying.
Drivers wouldn't have known about this either, because they wouldn't see the weather. They wouldn't see the weather whilst they're on the grid. So this is anyone's game now.
I think they would have before sprint race.
No, you can only see the sprint race weather, not as well as the feature race actually. But I think I know why Berra lets Sen win. Sen's actually Sen, surprisingly, he's in the fight in the championship actually, with Football Nitro and Buelow. Sen's now second place after that sprint race.
Right, but would he actually keep his position in the weather forecast? As everyone's actually on dry tyres.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bit spooky. You got some soft runners as well.
Okay.
I'm a bit worried. Oh gosh. Oh boy.
Well, to be honest, watching on board, it doesn't look like there's a few damp puddles on the track, but it doesn't look massively wet. So I think it's still drivable on dry tyres, but it will be very tricky, especially in putting the power down, and you're still spinning in fourth gear.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be very tricky. So
I will say, if I was out on that track and if I had the option, because obviously if it's too dry at the start of the race, you're not allowed to go to any wet compound. But if I was in that situation right now and if I was allowed to do that, yeah, I just saw that as well from Sen. But if I was down there and I had the choice to change to a wet tire, honestly, I'd be going to Inters. I was in this situation another race a few days ago, and believe it or not, even if it's just this wet, the Inters will be quicker because those softs and mediums are going to be freezing cold out there.
yeah, I was just on board with Burrow, just trying to get those front tyres to work, and he's just literally going straight on. So I'm guessing the track is drying. I mean, hence why they're on this tyre. So they must be. But I'm going to be feeling quite worried for Sen, because normally I would like to be in second or third, so you can actually see where the struggles are putting the power down. As Sen is doing some Tokyo drift with the last corner. But yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting on the start of this race of who's going to have the patience of putting the power down.
Now, just saying, last time we were here, when it was raining, not in F2, but in F3, but with pretty much this grid, it did not end well, and Hulk was here for it. It was me and Hulk here. It's when I'd broken my finger. I think it was 2 seasons. Yeah, 2 seasons ago. We had a crash going off the line, and then after the safety car, people were 4 wide. You had the likes of Ivo, Sen, and everything, and it was a huge crash. I'm hoping that doesn't happen again.
Well, I've got a shocking camera angle, but anyway, 5 red lights are on, and off we go for the main race of the Italian Grand Prix, and it looks like Sen has not had the best start. He is on the mediums, and he's going to get compromised by Football and the cars around him. Please change camera angle. He did. Oh, Football has hit the back of
who's off?
Borough.
Who went straight on? Somebody went straight on. They're all round. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and there's contact behind as Bulow's trying to find his...
my gosh.
Jesus Christ. Hopefully no one's got damage at the back of there. Probably most likely. As
there are a few people.
Yeah, as already a penalty to the AlphaTauri driver. He's the one that cut the chicane.
Whoa. Bobby. That was uncalled for.
I didn't actually see that, but I did see the collision between a McLaren and Alpine as well.
Oh, and there's
as the still cars are still spinning.
Goes to show this interest, I think.
Yeah, as Costa is now losing places by after gaining a few at the start, he's getting overtaken as he's got damage as well as he pushes Jesse off the track. Luckily he managed to join safe and sound, but Michael Van Dungen has lost it on the exit.
I'm just going to save that clip from Bobby because that was very dirty from my point of view. He completely sent it onto Neil Sana going into the chicane.
Well, we're getting some action from behind between P9 as Exak is trying to get a move on Mano himself, but he has a little bit of a half spin, and it looks like Bobby's cut the corner, joining the track, which involves having a penalty. No, sorry, that was Ruben. So there's a lot of mix-up.
Wait, how is Bueller P5?
Wow, and he's battling Ballboy for P5. So what an amazing start from him. He's probably loving these conditions right now. I'm not sure if Ballboy is, but we have to wait and see. He's doing a good job. But
wait, we didn't make our prediction again. I forgot.
Well, as we did see at the start of this race, the Haas driver of Football colliding with Borough, I believe, at the time. He's now got front wing damage, and he is on the soft tyres, so he will have to make a very early pit stop and get that front wing changed. But Sen is still holding the lead, only just a little bit of wiggle on the exit, still holds it very well though. And despite having a damaged front wing, he's going the fastest lap, but again, he is on the soft tyre, so he will still...
Always going to go for Connected Ford as well. I think Connected Ford's actually go, and he has.
Yeah,
and oh, Sen's gone off.
Oh no, he must have lost it on the exit of turn 2, which he's lost a lot of ground here, down to P4 with Texrex up to P3 now, which I believe he's going to be fighting for P2 because now see yellow flags in the first sector. Still a lot of battles going on lap 3. Everyone's still finding their feet in these conditions. Doesn't look like it's raining anymore, but the track is still very wet, so it will still have no grip to these tyres. It'll still be pretty cold as the Red Bull's gone off, and it's Rubens and a tank slapper on exit, and he's in the gravel. Hopefully he can get that car moving still.
Right, from what we're seeing, do we see anyone coming for the inter tyre? I can see a few people coming in, to be honest.
If there was an inter race, they would have come in lap 1 instantly, I believe. So I believe the track is drying up, but it's going to be very, very slowly. But I think Football will come in to repair that front wing to have damage limitations. But he's not, he's staying out. So he's committed. Well, yeah, because the majority... Yeah, the majority is on mediums, apart from Cassidy, who does stay out himself.
Is Jesse taking a gamble, or has he got damage? Zook stays out, Ruben will definitely come in. Van Dongen, we'll look at Jesse here. Is he
well, it looks like it's raining again on his car, but he's gone for the softs, which...
Yeah, I don't think
it's very ideal.
I don't know if he was trying to change the front wing or not, but he accidentally. But obviously, if you have yellow wing damage, the game on automatic will not change it. You have to have it on yes.
Yeah, as Ruben's coming in for his damaged front wing himself. But yeah, the guys that made a pit stop's going on the soft tyres, which is very interesting. Because obviously, as we know on this game, the soft tyres are not really the best choice. Probably around Monza it is, because it's just a track you don't really do too much tyre damage, so they probably can make it to a soft medium if it's a very bit of a stretch. There we go, we're back to racing though, and no one's got drive-throughs by the looks of it.
No.
Look at that top 4 together. Buono trying to close the gap to join with Ballboy is trying to stay with him, with Cassidy and Arno as well, followed by the AlphaTauri driver himself, which he is lagging a bit at straight line speed. It's just Nick and Candy from a baby that moved up to P8 for Arno.
Textrax and Sen. Did Textrax have been an issue there? Because Sen is very far ahead of them.
Well, on board with Bobby trying to overtake Ratcliffe, trying to do the switch back on turn 2, doesn't work for him. But he is using the two McLarens trying to keep it clean here, boys. Obviously they won here in real life in 2021. Hopefully they get some good points by here.
The RS enabled, so the track is drying up.
Yeah, I thought so. Otherwise they would have been in on lap 1 instantly. But this is a really close battle, and this is only for P5, and they are closing on this top 4 fight. So this could literally be the fight for the lead as it stands, and it's all the way down to P9.
Yeah, now you've got Barra on the back of Nitro. This is where Nitro's going to lose a lot of time now, because one, he's on that soft tyre, and they're probably going to be finished within a lap or 2.
Yeah, and he's just put the fastest lap. Oh, a little contact though, easy boys.
Is that a safety car? That is a safety car.
first safety car of the evening, and it looks like Borough just got the move done as well on football. So,
Yeah.
and I can see all the soft runners that hasn't pitted will be in the pits this lap. Probably go for a hard compound choice to get to the end, with less than 20 laps remaining when we get going again. So they should put on the hards and try and get to the end from there. Hopefully there won't be any safety cars. But yeah, what a good start so far. Now the track is now drying up to suit the driver's conditions.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm not going to lie, a few medium runners actually came for the hard compound tyre. If I'm being honest, I think the hard tyre is the last tyre you want to be on. Because the track's clearly going to be very cold, because obviously you had the raindrops on it, and those hards are going to be very cold now, and they're going to be hard to get up to temperature. So Zook, Bobby, Van Dongen, and Costoya, and Ruben might have just possibly made a bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, but they got probably 2 laps to try and get those up to temperature, and if there is no safety car, they're in a shout of really good points here, because obviously the guys ahead have still got yet to make a pit stop, despite...
Oh, no.
only just though as well. It is going to be a stack with the Ferrari boys though, so might be there a compromise here.
Wow. Oh,
yeah,
hang on, Kinetic Forge. Wait, what on earth? I think Kinetic Forge may have went into the back of Arno, and it caused a calamity because there's been a lot of penalties rewarded.
Well, there's a lot of traffic as well. With both the McLarens are in, so they're double stacking. Same with the Ferraris. He sends down to P4 now. With Bulow has made himself up to P3. And they're all going on to the hard tyres. So I think they expected to try and reach this out if there is no safety car. So that is the most sensible choice. Apart from Edsex though, he reckons he can probably get to the end on a medium set.
Yeah, well,
he could. I mean, he could, but it will be a stretch right at the end. But I think he's going to take the advantage of the tyre life, and especially the tyre warm-up as well at the start. So I think that's what he's going to try and do.
Now, I'm wondering if anybody has damage apart from Kinetic Forge, because obviously there's a lot of collisions in the pit lane, so I wonder if we'll see anybody pit again.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think Texas has made a very good decision. I could be wrong though, but I don't know if he's got the pace to pull away as he was running in P6 or P7 before the safety car. And plus, if there is going to be another safety car, I believe he's going to be right down the field, because I don't think people are going to be pitting unless there's a massive gap behind. What's that?
Texas is the only one that is yet to pit.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a good idea to stay out, but I could be wrong. Might see some crashes behind.
Cassius came back in. Oh, and so's Arno. Arno's getting quite aggressive, if I'm being honest, going into pit lane. He's trying to overtake people. But if I'm being honest, may not have been a bad move by Texrex, because obviously, since it was raining, the tyres shouldn't be worn out as much as they would be. So he could possibly still be quick with the people likes of Bera, Bulow, Sen, Nitro. So he could possibly be up there. And if you get a safety car stay around maybe in another 5-6 laps, he's in a good position, because he's going to have a fresher set of softs than the hard runners. And some of the hard runners could possibly come back into the pit lane and put on another set of mediums or hards. It depends on what tyre allocation they've obviously gone for. So at the moment, I see Texrex with a bit of a disadvantage, but at the same time, an advantage.
Yeah, we're going to see if he actually can just pull away from the Ferraris, Bulow himself, because otherwise he's just going to be in a lot of trouble at the start. But it looks like Arno and Cassie probably came together, because they did change from wings. So, and obviously you got one set of hard tyres for them of the race, so they have to go on the mediums. But Arno's gone for this for his old set of mediums, that's 6 laps old. So unless the safety car stays out, which they're probably going to come back in again to put the old hards back on, which is
Yeah,
more than
I
likely.
reckon. Yeah, I reckon he'll come back into the pit lane and put those hards on.
Yeah, he will be last, probably up the back of his teammate, but at least he has his tyres back on, I guess.
Well, he's weaving though, that's the thing, so that's kind of making me reconsider if he's staying out or not.
I'm not too sure he can make the whole race distance on one set of tyres, which he doesn't. Is he going to stop in time? Yes, he does.
Yep.
But Cassidy stays out. Now he is definitely committed on his brand new set of mediums. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what Texrex does. He is now leading the Italian Grand Prix, followed by some very angry hard runners behind, which they're probably now have got their tyres up to temperature. Still needs a little bit of work to do, but much better than they would be when they're brand new.
I'm looking at Berev right now and I can see the temperatures on his wheel actually. Those tyres are not fully up to temperature. They're currently about 83 degrees. As for Buelow, I can't see a thing on him because obviously that Williams has a bit of a different wheel compared to all the other cars. But I'd say most people are looking at about 80-degree tyres at the moment, so they need to quickly weave those tyres at temperature so they're ready for that restart.
Yeah, well, Arno is trying to let up those tyres. Now he's got the space to actually get those tyres up to temperature. But now he's at the back of this field, so we should see the safety car coming in this lap, and indeed they do. Followed by the Aston Martin safety car this weekend, which is not a bad car to drive, I have to say. But now Texrex is in control. Will he have a good start? Hopefully he will keep his head on those hard medium tyres compared to the new soft hard tyres. So it's been very interesting if he can get that jump and crucially that 1 second that he needs to hopefully have a good result out of this weekend.
Now, I am wondering here, how many people is Arno going to overtake on the restart? Because we know that he's going to be quick on those straights. And last time I was looking at him compared to Kinetic Ford.
Off he goes.
He was
and
going...
he's pounced.
Wow.
The Ferrari was asleep. And now Buelow is... Yep. And now Sen is going in. Yep, it's going to be 3 wide.
Oh, 3 wide in the turn 1. This can't work.
Buelow is trying to push his way through.
He can't get it though.
And there's contact behind, and it looks like an Aston Martin has spun. And it's Van Dongen. As Arno stays position as still...
Is he going to go 2 and 1? No way. Can he go 2 and 1? Oh no. No he can't. He goes off the track.
Yeah, he touched the grass on entry, which compromises turning. And he still holds position. But he gets undercutted by Football. Still holds around the outside. And he's got the move done. I don't know if he has got damage because he was on the grass, so he will have dirt on his tyres. But now, yeah, what a...
Texrex pulled away. Was I right? No, never mind. He's already losing time. We've had another spin. Who's that? That's Ball Boy. Oh, there's a pile up at the back.
Jesus, both Aston Martins are down at the bottom with Ball Boy. He must have had a collision with someone. It must have been with the Aston Martin.
Oh my goodness,
but look at this scrap.
Jesus. Oh my...
On the last corner as well. There's surely about 10 cars fighting for him. There's someone in the pits. It's Ed Sachs. But
this is reminding me.
Arno and Rubens are actually flying through this pack now as he goes too deep, as I say.
Ruben.
Yeah, he's cutting the corner, getting back on the track. Luckily, he hasn't got a penalty. But what a crazy few seconds that was. The Red Bulls are flying at the minute.
Yeah, that was reminding me of F3 season 5.
Jesse had a little bit of a tank slap in the chicane. He had to cut it and let Cassidy through by.
Yeah, that was reminding me of F3 season 5 around here because.
Bobby need to leave some room there on during the corner. He actually squeezed Mano out. He had to back out, and now he's compromised from Cassidy. on the medium tyres, remember,
Mano.
as Mano's trying to
Whoa.
squeeze him. Mano, you can't do that.
Mano.
He's already alongside you, my
Mano.
friend.
What is he doing? Whoa, what's Mano doing?
I don't know. I think there's a little bit of beef between these two drivers. I have got it on stream.
There's a bit of lag, I think.
Cassidy's spun on exit, and so is Mano as well. Cassidy managed to still keep it in the right direction, but he's lost so much time because of it. I think there's going to be words between these two drivers, as Mano is still stuck in the last corner. But yeah, there could be some words between those two drivers, but now the Ferraris are...
I'm surprised that Mano wasn't out, if I'm being honest, because he looks to have hit the wall quite hard. I'm not surprised if he retires.
Well, now we can take a little bit of a deep breath now, but yeah, there looks like there can be some words between those two drivers. I think it... Yeah, but now he's lost that 1.5 advantage, now down to half a second. But it looks like there's still life in those tyres because he's not getting chased down by Bobby. So he's still got the pace, but now has he got the patience to hold his ground? He will have to make a pit stop regardless, whatever happens.
Yeah.
But if he does make that pit stop, he will be probably coming out around where the Aston Martins are, if not further behind.
No, this is where once Barra's got this moved on, he can just pull away from Texrex. But to be fair, Texrex didn't have... He was honestly matching the pace of Barra. But Texrex making Bobby... Barra... No. He's got to give that one back, I reckon. And I think
but I'm not going to lie, I think Texrex did move under braking there, which actually probably Barra had to lift off. So I think he'll be... Abruptly. Yeah, I think he'll be a little bit upset with that. Yeah. Which I don't know why he will do that anyway, because he has to pit regardless, like I said. These guys don't have to pit. So I don't know why he needs to fight too much. He could just try and stay with these guys and pull away from the rest of the pack. But in the meantime, Burrett is still in the net race lead. Just needs to be patient and try and get this move done as soon as possible to get a gap between his teammates and the rest of the field.
Oh,
as Texrex goes right, as he pushes.
No. Texrex.
Yeah, Texrex, that's naughty. You can't just close the door like that, especially you had a poor entry. He's trying to get it back.
Oh, he's just forced Sen off as well.
And Sen is trying to get to the slipstream, but football was there. Oh, it's getting scrappy for the top position now.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
I do think it's those 4 drivers in particular will be having words.
Yeah, Buelow, I don't think done anything wrong in all of that. It was all between Barra, Texrex, Nitro and Sen.
Yeah, I was on board with football, and yeah, it was a scrappy collision. I think the driver who will be least involved will be football and obviously Buelow. But yeah, those 4 drivers in particular will be having words after the race.
Barra, who's gone around there, and that's Rattler. I think, did anyone pick up damage and all that? Because I thought I saw front wing come off.
Well, we have to wait and see. We have to look where Barra, his pace has gone. I'm not sure if he's got damage. He's getting overtaken by Arno, though.
Yeah, he may have damage.
He's got no damage to the front wing, but he will have his tyres overheated.
He's gone round that Ruben.
Yeah, the chicane. Well, Texrex is still survived, followed by Sen. I don't know who would be to blame.
Okay. Yeah, Buelow, I don't... Okay. Yeah, Buelow, I don't know... Yeah, I saw what happened. I don't know if you did, but...
I saw it in the background,
let's just say... Yeah, Texrex was coming into the pit lane. I think Buelow was trying to get the slipstream, and when Texrex braked, I think Buelow was there at the wrong time and he lost his front wing.
Okay, so now who would you put the blame on that one? Because that's a very, very silly scenario to put yourself in. I don't. Did Texrex break early, or did Bulow just stay behind him and just thought he was going to make a dummy? Who knows? But what a bizarre few laps between the top
Yeah.
four, now top five in particular with Bulow.
I'm questioning how the heck Alfa Romeo are in third and fourth after all of that.
It's because they stayed out of trouble and the top four would just played fighting with each other.
Bulow calls that safety car though, by the way, because he picked up the wing damage.
Yeah, but let's just look back on that first. How that all started with Texrex going off track at this place here, and try to force Bauer off the road as well, defending like his life depended on it, which I don't understand why, to be honest, because he had to make a pit stop, and with a straight line speed he managed to get the position back. But
Sen gonna come in the pit lane. Yep.
But by doing
Nitro. Nitro pulled the dummy. He looked like he was going to come in, but he stayed out. He's going for the track position, so's the Alfa Romeos, and so's Arno. Sen could be in trouble here. Quite a lot of people are staying out. Oh no, there's spat. Oh no. Sen, look at him. He's gone to the 6th lap old mediums. I don't think he realised. He's in a lot of trouble now. Bulow and Kinetic on softs?
Well, with 10 laps to go, he should still make those tyres to the end.
Oh, wait,
disqualified.
Yep, I see what happened. I think I see what happened. Let's just say that I was in this situation before in Japan at 3 season 5 or 4. I overtook the safety car when I was behind the leader, and basically I got DSQ'd. I think the same thing just happened with Mano here.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, what a crazy few laps it was, especially with the weird scenario with Bulow and Texrex. And as we have got one of the main people in this party chat, I was wondering what's your take on that? Is that probably a penalty for Texrex, or would it be a racing incident?
I have to be honest with you, I was on board with Sen doing all that, so I didn't even see what happened to Bebe. I thought that Sen
basically
was all of that.
They looked like they were about to go 4 wide. They were 3 wide, and then Berra got forced off. He got spun and lost. I think he might have lost a bit of front wing. Then Texrex lost position, Sen took the lead. Bulow had nothing to do with it, but then when Texrex was coming into the pit lane, Bulow was pulling off an Alonso kind of move in Bahrain 2010? When he followed the driver. Yeah,
that would have been 2012 in Bahrain.
Yeah, he was following the driver, and Bobby! No, not Bobby, Jesse. But he was following the driver like into the pit lane just to get the slipstream, I think, and then Bulow pulled out a bit too late, and then he got the damage.
I don't know, it's astounding. It seems like all those drivers forget how to drive all of a sudden. Especially with what we've seen earlier on, also with likes of Mano and Texrex as well, just closing off other drivers quite aggressively.
Yeah.
Either coming into corners or out of corners. So I think the stewards will have a lot of work on their hand, because there was a lot of, maybe not dirty driving, but not driving involved.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to talk to you about next, of how do you think the whole started? Because for me, I do think Texrex shouldn't have fighted in the first place, because he was going to pit, and the other guys didn't have to pit, so I think he should have just, if he made a mistake, he should have just let him by. But who do you think was mainly in fault in that? I believe it's between 2 drivers mainly, and I do think it's between Texrex and Sen, mainly Sen, because of the dive bomb to try and get that position back from Texrex.
I mean, it's just a combination of things, with adrenaline, going at those high speeds, with a little bit of lag in between drivers as well, there's some contact bound to happen. And from Ascari all the way to turn 1, there's been a little bit of contact between all of them, between Sen, Nitro, Bebe, Texrex. Obviously Texrex on roll tires, as you said. I mean, he has the right to defend his position. If there's a safety car coming and everybody quits, then he has track position essentially, so he has every right to defend himself. But obviously not in that kind of manner where he's almost pushing the other car off track, coming on the chicane. And we have more pit stops.
Yeah, Barrow comes in, which I do feel, out of the 4 drivers who were involved, I do feel sorry for him more because he was on the outside, just on the racing line, which he just got pretty much punted. And yeah, with a handful of laps to go, and the safety car stays out for another lap. I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd lap now it stayed out. So I think the soft tyres could. Yeah, so they'll come in at the end of this lap, which will be the start of lap 19 with 8 laps to go. So yeah, 9. Okay, so yeah, the soft tyres should definitely make it. But yeah, it just went from very.
Point out, F3. We're on the second to last lap and it's raining. Leaders are Steven and VIP on slicks, followed by Scar and 3 other drivers on intermediates. So if the safety car starting off for another lap, feel free to change over to F3, so we can have a nice finish there. And then come straight back to F2 to see if anybody else is killing each other, or people learn to drive clean on for something.
Wow, Steven is leading the race, you say, so that's going to be probably a lot of happy faces in the FRL channel, because everyone's a big fan of Steven, has he won a race this season?
I think he has, but he is losing 5 seconds to the left to Scar, who's 11 seconds behind him now.
Well, hopefully he can still hold his position, so good luck to him. But at this race, the safety car has come in, as now football takes the control, followed by the Alfa Romeos now, but followed by Arno, despite being last in the last safety car, in 4th place now. So he's got a very good chance of taking the lead.
And Nitro is going now.
Do a Bottas, yep, and look at the cars behind fighting for that position.
Bobby.
Yeah, but look at the straight line speed they're carrying as well. And here we go, there's 3 abreast on the at the back.
Like this.
Oh, there's a Red Bull diving in, and it looks like Rubens 4 wide.
Oh, and Arno's round.
That was.
Oh my gosh! No, Steven lost it. We ain't lost it.
Yeah, I think it was stupid from Rubens there. I think he caused all that, made it 4 wide into turn 1. As Rackler and Ballboy up touching wheels.
No, it's Cassidy.
Yeah, and Burrow is trying to find his way through the field on those soft tyres, the freshest soft tyres. Oh, there's Tank Slapper, and it looks like Van Dongen.
Oh, Van Dongen.
Oh, well, he'd lost it on the exit. Tank Slapper.
Oh, there.
I don't know how his car's still going, but that's going to be probably race done unless there'll be another safety car. We've still got 1 more available, I believe. But look at that, football leading the way.
Yellow flags, and I think that might be Arno and Zook.
Well, on board with Costa and Tex Rex, side by side the last corner, and it looks like Costa didn't leave him much room.
Oh, Tex Rex.
Yeah, he got.
Oh, and the ball boy. Oh my goodness, safety car again.
Oh, this is a madness, and everyone's coming in. As Burrow comes in as well, he must have picked up damage.
Oh, Cassidy should have stayed out. He should have stayed out because they passed the safety car.
There was Tex Rex spun around, Bob hit him head on, and then 3 cars piled in right behind him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Tex Rex went too deep in the corner or the Mercedes didn't leave him any room, much room anyway, so there's going to be talks about that as well. The admins are going to be really, really busy from this race anyway.
The stewards.
The stewards, yeah. But yeah, but from this safety car restart, I do point the finger at Rubens because he did make it. He did came out a shot down the inside of like 3 cars, and maybe took his teammate out, who is still in P8. Which I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure all hard. I think at this rate, everyone above everyone who's in the top 9, as well as Rattler, are all going to tip softs. Bulow and Ruben might stay out because they're already on softs, and Zook. Zuka's actually in a good position here. He could possibly take the lead, actually.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think anyone's going to lose time to Cassidy, who is the leading person on the fresh tyres. He is using overtake, which I don't think is going to work.
Nitro stays out. That's a bad choice, in my opinion.
Did he cross over the commitment point there?
No, I don't think he did.
Okay, that's
Oh, I only just missed it, so might have to ask him to send his proof in. As you got to try and keep it in the white lines if you can, as he goes on the soft tyres, which is very expected of everyone's coming in. As Alfa Romeo did double stack here, but they are all on the soft tyres. As now Cassidy comes flying through, might make up a few positions.
One position. No, just
Is
one.
he going to get him here? No, he's not. But Rubens is down 11th, which I do think he will get penalised because of that incident.
Nitro and Arno and Costoya, they're in trouble. They're in trouble really badly.
But now here's the thing, now we're coming up to the dying laps of this race. Are we going to get some clean races going? I don't think we will, despite what we just seen a few laps ago. So I think this could get even more messy, really. So if I was racing here, I would love to be at the back right now and just watch everything unfold. Because I think there's going to be a lot of carnage up front. Especially when Football and Arno and Costa are just on old tyres. This is going to get really, really scrappy. But the best person in the position is probably Evil Zook. Despite having 3 lap old tyres, is still in a very, very good position. Despite being at the back of the field at the start of this race.
Yeah, and Costoya is actually trying to get Zook to defend the position so Costoya can actually get the podium. If anything, Zook is the one who should ideally be getting the podium. Because he's the one on the softs, Costoya's the one on the mediums. But the thing is, you've got people like Bobby, Cassidy, Zook, Costoya, Bulow, they've all came from the back of the grid, made the most of these safety cars, and look at where they are now.
Yeah, as Burrow and Rubens are back in the pits now, he's putting another fresh set of softs, I think, just making sure.
Ruben got a new front wing.
Yeah, and a new fresh softs to go with it, so every tyre life really counts, especially with the soft tyres here, so I think that's what he's doing, but he's pretty much pumped last at this point, and it's just gone from bad to worse for Burrow, which again I feel sorry for, because he had nothing to do or where to go in that incident a few laps ago. So I think he's going to be very disappointed with whatever result happens here today.
I don't know if Ruben might have done something with Texrex, because Texrex just asked if he's drunk.
Well, like I said, he did make a very big dive bomb into turn 1, made it 4 wide. I don't know who was in that 4 wide, but he did make a very big pile up.
Surely a safe car in the slap, they're all there pretty much.
Yeah, Rubens is really putting the power down to try and catch up. If he does catch up, it'll be very, very late. If not,
I think it's going to stay out. If it's going to come in, it will literally be whilst they're passing the pit lane.
There will be another lap underneath the safety car.
No,
oh no!
In.
Oh dear. Okay, so this is going to be a very...
Right, Nitro's in trouble. He's on cold tyres, I think.
Yeah, and
he's
now
in a lot of trouble.
Now he's got to try and back the pack up as quickly as possible without any incidents behind. But he's gone now. Yeah, followed by Bulow. Good restart from him on the soft tyres.
Look at Costoya and Arno.
Yeah, Arno is not hanging around. He has to go round the outside.
He's there to go for it. He's there to win.
There you go, 3 wide again with Sen and Evil Zook and Rubens as well.
Oh my goodness, Sen. Ballboy got a 5-second time behind it for corner cut.
Yeah, all the Mercedes in the wall. That's Costa.
Oh no.
It looked like that's Sen. And okay, no, side by side in the chicane.
Wait.
Off.
Cassidy. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Cassidy, I'm looking away. I'm looking away. Just do what you need to do.
I'm not. Cassidy's in P4 finally, but the top two have got away from the pack already. Nearly 3 seconds. The top two now, followed by Jesse and.
All bit of contact. Bobby goes off.
Yeah, and here comes Tex Rex. Try to go around the outside. No, he's hanging off. And oh no, careful guys!
Oh, come on, Bobby.
Come on, Bobby, just keep to the inside. You know there's a car alongside you. Tex Rex. Oh, what a move from the AlphaTauri. He's done 3 places.
No, he's not quite got it. Buelow and Nitro for the lead. Buelow goes for it. Nitro tries to hang it out with the outside. They're side by side.
Oh, and there's 3 wide. Oh, Tex Rex has done a half spin. 3 wide into turn 1 yet again.
Costo another penalty. Is Buelow going to try to go for it? Yes, he is. Oh my goodness, round the outside, that can't work. Nitro stays ahead. And here comes Jesse. P2.
Holds it round the outside. Jesse, good move from him.
Right, the thing is, if all these 3 collide, Cassidy's in the golden ticket position here. He's just got to sit there and hope that something happens with these guys.
Yeah, we have to hope so, but there's still squabbles at the back. It looks like Bagningen's up to P10 and Edzak is trying to get P11.
He's going to go for it now. This could be crucial. He's ahead. And he's going to keep the lead. Unless Nitro pulls some massive straight line speed here.
Yeah, he's not going to get he's not going to get DRS. It will be available now, but not on this straight. As Arno retires,
who's retired?
Lost it on the last corner. I don't know if that's the actual retirement. He just went into the wall, or
well, it's too late for a safety car. Cassidy's catching up to all of them now. This could be a chance.
Yeah, so top 4 is settling now, as all the drivers are settling, apart from Burrow is trying to make the move on Bobby for P7. Went over the curb a little bit. Ooh.
There goes Ball Boy.
Yeah, it looks like Bobby closed the door on Burrow there, had to lift off, which compromised his position to Bobby. Bobby, fucking Ball Boy.
Cassidy in DRS of Nitro and Buelow.
Yeah, but he needs to save battery. And just to remind you, football's still on his old hards here. He's on 18 lap old hards.
I'm praying the Lord. I'm literally praying that Cassidy don't mess us up now.
Yeah, as Sen is trying to make a move on Evil Zook. As Jesse, out of nowhere, just stayed out of trouble, is now going to run away with this with 2 laps to go.
Here goes Buelow. Nitro's weaving to break the slipstream. They're derating. Buelow switches to the inside. Bit of contact.
Yep, but still keeping the right direction. That is fine. Both use an overtake, but they don't have any left.
Ahead. If anything, Cassidy, just sit there and hope that they make contact eventually. Save the battery whilst you can.
Yeah, he's trying.
No, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. Nitro stays ahead. Buelow goes for the switchback. Doesn't quite work though. Switch to the outside.
Yeah, makes him go defensive, but he's going to compromise his exit now. And
this is helping Ball Boy, not Ball Boy Cassidy.
This is still a big fight for P9. This is unbelievable.
Nitro and Buelow. Nitro and Buelow. Buelow's ahead. Nitro must be losing so much grip. I don't know how he's keeping pace.
Yeah, there'll be 20 laps old hard at the end of this race. But it looks like he's going to try and get that back, despite having low battery with both of them.
Runs it a bit wide.
But Cassie's
almost loses it.
Cassie's got more battery than anyone.
He's got the battery of them all.
Is he going to make the move?
2 in 1. Can he do it? 3 wide down the straight. There's a bit of contact. There's contact. Cassidy, is he going to sneak by them both? No way. Cassidy, just don't lose it now. Cassidy's
I shouldn't be celebrating, but what a move for the last lap as well for
Cassidy, don't
P2.
mess it up. Right, Cassidy, this is your chance. Don't mess it up now. I'm begging. I'm begging you.
Well, we have to wait and see if there's still going to be fighting down the mid-pack of the top 10. Yes, there is. Van Dungen trying to get Tex Rex from the last lap. Tex Rex is defending very aggressively. Van Dungen does the switch back in the chicane, but he makes
Cassidy
Tex Rex
moves it
goes
everywhere.
deep. And he's got the move done. What a move from Van Dungen.
Cassidy's making me nervous. He's losing the rear everywhere. Just keep it chill. Not just getting close. Not close enough though. Ooh, bit of lag. Ooh, I think Cassidy might put the braking board.
Oh, Buelow spun. He's on,
gone round.
lost it in the exit.
Lap. But Jesse, after starting near the back, he's going to win the Italian Grand Prix. It's not for Ferrari, but it's for Alfa Romeo. But Cassidy, after everything, he finally gets the podium.
Go on, lad. Okay, that little bit of manly came out of that, but good in there, lad.
Oh, must be a happy man.
Oh, I am.
Oh, yes.
I'm not to be biased or anything, but I am. Drinking
I think
the
everyone-
shit show that was happening going on the field, but that was nice.
Well, I can celebrate because I've been his teammate for a few years and we have totally respect for each other. So well
And
done
there
to
he
him.
is. We already know. We already know who the driver of the day is.
Yeah, that is in game. But well done to Jesse, though. Out of nowhere, pretty much, has just taken the win. And what a crazy race that was. Unbelievable. A few highs and massive lows. The only driver that's kept it out of trouble throughout that race, pretty much, was Football in that top 4. But yeah, Jesse made a really risky strategy because I believe he was in P8 or P9. At one of those safety cars, and he paid off just by staying out of trouble. But what a fantastic drive from Jesse, also from Cassidy, from all the drivers that's been pushing very hard for those top 5 positions. But yeah, what a crazy race. But there's your top 10 result this evening, which is Jesse for Alfa Romeo. Football on those hard tyres at the end, 20 lap old hards, followed by Sen. Cassidy, who's in 4th, which I believe is only 4 points. Hang on. There you go, now it's the right one. Right, here we go. Jesse, who wins it for Alfa Romeo, followed by Cassidy, Football, Sen, Evil Zook, Burrow, who's had a terrible race, Tex Rex, who might be in the incidents room, followed by Edzax, Ballboy, and the unfortunate Buelow. That covers your top 10. Ooh,
Well, I'll say this. I got Football Nitro in the correct position.
Yeah, but I didn't think we expected Jesse or Cassidy to be up there.
No.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of words with so many incidents.
I'm just hoping that Cassidy doesn't get this podium taken away. I don't think he was involved in any incident.
No, he probably with Mano. That's the only explanation. But I think it was all Mano's doing. I'm not too sure. But yeah, what a race, and hopefully for the top 3, they still keep their positions. But yeah, the admins are going to be really busy with all the incidents. Burrow leaves the session frustratingly, as we'll get the interviews, which I'm very happy to do, as we go and talk to T-Hawk, as he actually leaves as soon as I say that. But yeah, wow, what a race. Do you want to get the top 3 in the chat so we can start the interviews? Because I've got a lot of questions to ask. Charlie? Okay, Hello, 1-2, 1-2. Just give me a sec, guys. Having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Right, Charlie, you there? Okay, I must be very stuck then, so I'm not too sure what's gone on. Hopefully we will do some interviews, but if we don't, I'm just going to say this: what a fantastic race that was, especially from the top three, securing it. Yeah, I'm just lost for words, really. That was just a madness race from start to finish. There's going to be a lot of talks about this race also. But yeah, if I don't get the interviews tonight, make sure you watch F1 tomorrow. That starts at 7 o'clock for F1 around Monza, 7 o'clock UK time, where the young Grumpy Charlie will be attending with Aston Martin. Yeah, so yeah, make sure you follow, like and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of fights, but yeah, hopefully there'll be interviews in the next few minutes, but if not, it's been me, Michael F1, with alongside me, T-Hawk and Charlie, and yeah, if we don't get any interviews, then we'll see you next week. Hang on, just bear with me. Really wanted Charlie to do all this, but he can't at the minute. So I don't know what's happened. Get Cassidy in. Sorry it's taking too long. Right. Race results, top three, Jesse Cassidy football. Right. Yeah, I do apologise. I don't know really what's happened here. I'll try and get you in. Football. Jesse Cassidy. As we have one of the drivers in, as football as well, and Jesse as well. Here's your top three. Finally, we have a full interview of the top three. I don't know where Charlie's gone, so I will be doing it solo. But starting from the main man himself, Jesse, our race winner, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I am really fucking exhausted.
Yeah, I can imagine. You literally came out of nowhere at that race, and somehow you managed to nick it with 2 or 3 laps to go and have the urge to pull away. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, I was waiting so long for this one, and just the teamwork with Bobby through the whole race helped me to the victory today. So need to give some credits to him for tonight. And yeah, as soon as I catch Bulo and Super Nitro, As I got past both of the guys because they were battling, because of the adrenaline, my leg was shaking so much, and I was just don't bin it, don't bin it. And as soon as I crossed the parabolica for the last time, I screamed of happiness.
Yeah, because you were pretty much, especially at the beginning of the race, you were pretty much nowhere. As now my game has finally fixed itself. But yeah, the top four were just running away, and you were pretty much stuck in the midfield position. So, when did you thought you would have a chance to get the race victory this afternoon?
As soon as me and Bobby got to P4 and 5, or just in the front, and I just thought like, no matter what happens, we are going for this victory because we both came from the back of the grid, so we didn't have anything to lose. So
Yeah, and it was a
it was
thrilling
just all or
race.
nothing.
Yeah, pretty much, and it was a thrilling race to watch. And despite some of the big guys ahead of you just crashing out, which gave you and obviously Bobby the positions you needed at the time, but you just came out on top. Which I can't find the words of it either because it was just a madness watching everyone just trying to find their feet again, especially after the safety cars restart, which was manic, which is going to be a lot of words talking about. But yeah, you must be absolutely thrilled with that race, and you should be still in the hunt of the championship as well with that win.
Yeah, that's why I really needed to win for tonight. But of course, with Nitro in P3, I gained 10 points on him. But yeah, I'll miss next race, so I think I'm out. So I want to congratulate the guys that are still in, but yeah, I'm just already happy I can win a race in my rookie season and have such a good rookie season, to be honest.
Well, we're all thrilled for you, and you did a fantastic race. And hopefully, obviously, you're not going to be there next week. You should be in the USA, but hopefully, you'll make it to the Mexico, which is the race before the finale. Do you think you can somehow win that one out of nowhere?
Well, we shall see. I feel good now. I think I got the trust in myself for the oncoming races because of course, everyone had a little bit of bad luck last races. So I'll try to continue my form, and maybe I'll be on the top step on the podium in 2 weeks.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But right now, and celebrate your victory tonight. You do deserve it. And yeah, just well done. Just enjoy your night. Well done.
Okay, thank you very much. Good night,
No worries. Thank you. And now for P2, again another driver came out of nowhere. It's an old buddy of crime of mine, which is Mr. Cassidy himself.
All right, Michael, how's it going, buddy?
Long time no hear from you. Congratulations on the second place. Same like Jesse, out of nowhere. You must be pretty thrilled with that second place.
Oh, definitely. The start of the race was a bit hectic, so I gained about 12 places, and then my wing was damaged, so that was me. I had to pit, and then it never changed my wing, so I had to pit again, and then that knocked me back. So my good start basically fell to nothing, and I just thought I would plod away, and boom, everybody was just crashing in front of me. So it all worked out good in the end.
Yeah, just about. I think you were lucky that football still had the hard tyres which hold drivers around him up to make you catch up. But we thought you were pretty much out and done when you had that little incident with Mano, which we don't understand what happened. But we thought basically it was just one of those races for you, but somehow you managed to come back despite having so many pit stops.
Definitely.
Yeah, so when did you think you had a shot for a podium?
When that last safety car came in, I had to pick for I think I had mediums on, or maybe it was hards, I think I had. So I just put the softs on. I was like, hopefully they're doing it at the end of the race. I'm just going to go for it. And that was it.
Yeah, and honestly,
So
I'm not going to hide anything. I did celebrate when you made that move on the last lap. It was very clean
and I thought
between
in the
you.
wet conditions, I thought my car was handling the best in the wet conditions as well. I thought I was gaining on everybody. Everybody seemed to struggle in the wet conditions at the start of the race.
Yeah, and am I right of saying would this be your first podium of the season?
I think so. I think so.
S-
I was getting up hope the last couple of weeks there because I just felt like I was just getting a dodgem car, just smashed about, smashed about. So I took a couple of weeks break from it,
Yeah, I think
and
everyone uh, had that situation, me included, that's why I'm doing comms from now. But yeah, you've just never given up, and obviously that's just paid off, especially with the fast drivers around you, with Bulo Football, both Ferraris. You've just managed to keep your head on, and it's just given
plus I,
you,
I just noticed as well. I started on the softs while everybody else started on the mediums in the rain. So I did.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
don't know if that helped it as well. You know what I mean?
yeah. It was a tricky one at the start. We were predicting if everyone made the right choice, but yeah, it was just drying up very, very slowly. But yeah, what a result for you. I'm really chuffed for you, and hopefully this gives you that boost now and just want to enjoy racing now. Now
Pick
you've
up the
done it.
scraps, Michael. I can just pick up the scraps. That's it.
Yeah, I know you too much, buddy. But yeah, hopefully, with the collision with Arno's behind you now after that podium. Now, if we go to next week, we're over to the USA. Do you think you can keep the car on track once again? Maybe fight for another
Nah,
podium?
nah, I can't see it. I cannot see it.
You
If it
just got
rains, maybe. If it
that.
if it rains, maybe I've got a slight chance. But if it doesn't, the fast guys are just going to steam away at the head. You know what I mean? Hopefully, there's a few collisions, safety cars. That's my best hope.
Yeah, well, I think right now you're just happy more than anything. I don't think you really care what happens for the rest of the season as you achieved your goal of a podium. I think your next one will be a race win, but you had to fight for that second place. I can't imagine what you'd be like fighting for wins. But yeah,
Cheers, Michael.
congratulations on that race. That second place for you. I'm really chuffed for you, and well done for not giving up.
Cheers, buddy.
You too, mate. See you next week. As we come up to the last man, uh, which is football.
Hello.
Congratulations on your podium, but I don't think you're going to be maybe two best plays of how it all ended up. Do you think you can tell us what from your race's point of view?
Yeah, I don't need to be aggressive, because I want to win the championship this year, and I just need to gain points on the guys that are behind me in the championship. Not really be too aggressive and get spun out or something.
Yeah, I think you made a right choice because I think the closest competitor at the time was Bulow, but he spun it literally on the
Yeah,
last lap, which was very unfortunate to see. But I think deep down you were quite thrilled just to see him drop a few places, which that does bring Jesse and probably Sen closer to him. But yeah, you are playing your cards right. But unfortunate for the crash at halfway through the race. Do you think you could tell us what happened there?
that very went three wide.
Yeah, with all four of you.
Yeah,
Yes. Do you think you could tell us
yeah.
what happened from your point of
I
view?
saw people are battling, and I thought like Vera, I think, didn't have the arrest. Texrex was on all tires, so I thought all on one, but and I was already side by side with Sanders, so I overtook them, and I was like almost ahead of T-Rex, maybe even alongside. I was alongside or just behind, and then Sen just threw a big dive bomb, and I don't want, I don't know what happened with the other guys. I just avoided him.
Yeah, I do. Me personally, I think the finger will be pointing at Texrex or Sen for that matter,
Yeah, I
because
think.
obviously you managed to come out unscathed, but uh, Burrow actually got caught up in that with no fault of his own, so you were quite lucky to get away with it.
Yeah, I don't
But yeah,
think Texrex can really do anything about it because uh, I wanted to get up his inside and he wanted to turn in, I think, and then Sen just came up the inside and I couldn't turn in. So yeah, and he just went straight on Sen almost and that caused a bit. of panic, I think.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't know why he defended that really aggressive. Yeah, you can make a defensive move once if you wish, but being quite overly aggressive on exit is not really on for what I could see. But that's just my point of view. But luckily, you still managed to get out of it alive. Not only that, get a podium as well on your old hard tyres, and
Yeah,
still leading the championship by a comfortable margin. So I think that all that matters right now. But congratulations on your P3, and now we go over the pond to the USA. Do you think you're going to just fight for the win, or are you going to be just looking at the championship?
yeah, I like the track, and I'm mostly gonna look at the championship. And if there's a chance to win, I will try and get the win. But I am also like PT, P2, P3, P4 is also good. Just points, big points.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if it goes your way, like if they retire, you might win it.
Yeah, you
That
never
race,
know.
which is no pressure whatsoever. But I think probably just try and get the race advantage over your rivals, and then focus on the next race in Mexico for that title. But let's just wait and see by then. Right now, you got the podium, you got the points over your rivals, apart from Jesse, of course, who closed up just a little bit. But no, otherwise, great result for you and your points tally.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll just let you go. And congratulations on your third place, as I have got notifications of Charlie had to get off because his daddy told him to have a shower. So that's why he just left all of a sudden, left me hanging. But yeah, that was it. But yeah, congratulations on your podium, and hopefully you'll continue your podium streak next week.
Yes, I'll try it.
Right, and that's it. That's Monza for you. That's the last sprint race of the season. So that was a manic race we just seen. And yeah, congratulations on the podium finish, especially to football here, who extends his championship lead. But will he win it next week? We just have to wait and see. But right now, it's the end of F2 tonight. We're back again tomorrow for F1, 7 o'clock UK time. Like and subscribe the channel. And me personally, Michael F1, we will see you next week. Hopefully with Charlie by my side if his daddy doesn't tell him to get off. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that. But yeah, this is me, Michael F1, your commentator for F2, and I'll see you next week.